Hello and welcome down onto the Tech Desk, and in today's video I've got an accessory for the Nintendo Switch 2, or more specifically I've got an accessory for your Joy-Con. Now here's a quick question: did you know that your Switch 2 has mouse capabilities? Okay, do you use them as mouse capabilities, or did you even know they had it? Well, they do. If you take one of your Joy-Con and just spin it over like that on the desk, we have the mouse. Okay, there we go, there's the mouse cursor there. What I do want to point out, first off, straight away, before you get into the comments, this is lag-free, okay? When I start moving, it starts to stop. I'm not sure it would look like that on camera because of the frame rate, okay? Might not match the screen, but for me, looking at it live, it is perfect. So you can play games with a mouse, which is fantastic. So games like Civ 7, you can go around and play the games with a mouse. That's brilliant. That's great for in a pinch. When you're out and about, whip it off onto your knee or onto the sofa or anything like that. But what I've got here is something that will just make it so much better if, like me, you have a desk set up or on the sofa when you have a desk, and that is using these. These are simple, cheap, but very, very good, all right? If you use the mouse Joy-Con in any of your games, get a pair of these. I think these are phenomenal, right? These cost me £5 from Aliexpress, right? This is what you're looking out for. This game controller mouse for NSW2, and there we go. I've got the blue and the red one, but if I ping it over, if you don't want blue and red, you can just get a pair of black ones. And it always comes in a pair for the left Joy-Con and the right Joy-Con. So that's what you're looking out for if you're going to look on AliExpress. I'm assuming they'll be on Amazon, but when they do come on Amazon, they'll be 3 times the price. Right, so go and have a look. And what it is essentially is just a plastic, molded plastic piece. It's so light, it doesn't weigh anything. Hang on. Let's get it weighed, because I'm telling you now, it's going to be nothing. 36 grams. That's all it weighs. It's super light, and it has been brilliantly molded to fit everything you need. When I put the Joy-Con, I'll talk about it. But if you spin it over, it's got 4 skates. I mean, these skates are okay. They're obviously not going to be like your professional grade skates, but zipping along the mouse mat was fine. Not a problem at all. And then we have a hole in there. That is for the Joy-Con sensor, because the sensor's got to be touching the desk. It says plus there, because we know we're going to put the red one in here, though it's pretty obvious which one it is. And you see all these cutouts in here, and you see this long kind of, I don't know what shape that is, big long flat oval. That's what clips in the Joy-Con so it can't move. I'll talk about it in a second. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to grab your Joy-Con and you pop it in there like that. And as I said, it doesn't move. It sticks in there with gravity, that's all. So it's kind of stuck in there like that, but it will fall out if you do that. There's no magnets involved. It's literally just a bit of plastic. And then if I show you here, there's the sensor. Look at that, perfectly machined to be in the middle. It's a couple of millimeters thick, this piece here, this kind of strip here, so the sensor is getting nice and close to the desk. Although if I just show you, so if I've got a mouse here, I'm doing it here, if I pull the mouse up off the desk and keep moving it, it keeps moving until I get to about there. So there. And that is, if I look down here, there, about, I'd say about 7-8 millimeters off the desk, lift off distance, because that's what I was worried about. I was worried about this pulling it too far off the desk to worry about. It doesn't. This works quite a way off the desk. So the lift off distance is quite high on this thing. So when it's on here, no problem at all. So let's talk about the comfort then. This is the main reason you're going to be getting this. It's so comfy, it's brilliant. In a pinch, you're going to be using that. Great, it's comfort, it's okay. Stick it in this, you're going to think, I need to use this all the time. This bit over here at the back, you're just resting your palm on like that. Look, like that. And then your 2 fingers either side can rest on there. And then you're going to be using your left click, and supposedly your left click and your right click there like that. I can't tell you how comfy this makes it feel. It's brilliant. Right, so now also I want to talk about the buttons there. So if you look in the buttons there, it's got a cutout there so it doesn't press the buttons, and it doesn't press the button for the home key, and it doesn't affect the the stick. So look, when you're going to be using the stick, see that? You've got plenty of room there to be able to use a stick, because you need the stick when you're using the mouse to do the left and the right. If you do need to use your buttons, your A, but you can use your A, B and X. It's the Y and the home are the only ones that are stopped. So if you're like this, you can use the buttons on here, A, B, X and Y. And even when you want home, you're just going to ping it over like that, aren't you? So when you're using it like that, you ping it over with that and press home. When it's in here, unfortunately, you've got to get it out to press home. However, if you're pressing home, does that mean you've stopped using the mouse capabilities? So you're going to pull it out of there anyway? I don't know, am I just apologising for it? I'm not sure. And you can press the plus button it's just kind of like half obscured, but you can just press it if you need to. You can always press it with your finger like that. So like I say, out and about, you're going to be doing it like this, no problem. When you're back at home, be doing this, because I think if you could take these out with you. I just think they're a little bit too big to be able to take out. Let's measure it. If you did want to know how big it is in the widest, so the kind of the top bit, this is 42 millimeters, and then lengthwise we're looking at nearly 11.5. We're looking at 11.5 centimeters. Okay, let's just quickly ping into a game. So the game that I use with the mouse is Civ 7. It's just brilliant using it with a mouse. I just much prefer it. I've used it both with the Joycon on attached and with a mouse. You just have to use it with a mouse. You do it once and you'll never go back. Just because you can just quickly ping around all of the menus, and when you're doing all the different things you need to do with your things, you're moving them around. It's so this one uses is sort of go with the map. I'm not going to do a review of Civ. It's just a much easier way of playing a game that has mouse capabilities for the Switch 2 using this piece. And then I want to go home. Oh, I've got to take it out. But I've got to take it out anyway because I'm not going to be using the mouse again. I don't know. Again, I'm not sure about that. As I said, if you're going to be using a mouse at home, I can't see why you wouldn't get some of these for a £5. They're nothing for the price, and get them before they come on Amazon, or if they increase in price, go and get yourself a pair. A brilliant little accessory there. Right, okay, so if you like and subscribe, I'm going to do loads of other accessories for the Nintendo Switch 2. I've got loads I'm going to be putting out on the channel. Some really nice ones, some nice, really cheap, quick ones as well, because I love those kind of accessories, the kind of hidden gems that I find on Aliexpress. Right, so if you do like and do subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And until the next video, bye-bye.